Hey folks, Species 7 here. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Farm Sim 15 and the American Outback map. I am in Field 11, right across from the biogas plant. And the reason for that is because we need to make some biomass, i.e. a bunch of, well, silage, I guess, is the easiest way to look at it. So I'm going to see what mowing this field will get us, seeing as it is a field we own and it is nice and close by. So yeah, we're going to mow some grass. And then actually earlier off camera, don't know exactly what I thought the result would be, but yeah, I did take an entire trailer of straw down to the biogas and try and tip that out and make silage out of that. Needless to say, well, the game just laughed and laughed and laughed, and I hung my head in shame and walked away. But don't happen to have a crop of corn I can knock over or anything else that's going to produce me a ton of silage real quick. We do have two pits, but one is at 21% composted, or fermented, I'm sorry, not composted, fermented, not the same thing at all. And the other one is at 28%, so we got at least a day or two before they're going to be of any sort of value to us. And then I will be able to simply come over here and dump it. But in the meantime, I'm going to use one of the pits. As you can see, the facility's right there. So I thought we'd use one of the pits to get some silage started here. And then one of the pits at the cow barn I will actually empty and drag over here. And I'm not sure what that entire process is, but I do know that we need to figure it out if we ever hope to get the rest of the distillery going, because it requires biofuel. So we actually have a BGA that does something other than gives you lots of money, and I'd like to take advantage of it. So that's today's exercise, more or less. We'll have to see how it goes. This is well, it's doing alright. This isn't the quickest thing, but then again, we're not chopping corn up either. And I'm sure if you looked at a stalk of corn and a blade of grass, you can see how maybe you'd get more out of one than t'other. But we're doing all right. And this is does hold enough that you can actually get a nice little amount when you fill it. Pretty interesting looking terrain. I'm just kind of looking off into the bush and seeing what looks like orange and green lichen and stuff sticking on the rocks, just like I'd sort of find around this part of the world. Although them giant yucca plant things, or whatever the heck those big succulents are that are everywhere on this map, I ain't too sure about them. They're just a little bit scary. Kind of alien looking. Alright, we're almost half full. Awesome. Definitely get a trailer or two of grass off of this field. She's a big one. And yeah, this is one that you do own right off the beginning. And, well, I think this is going to be about the best use for it, is we'll just leave it as grass. And then when we need to fill the old plant across the road, we'll be able to do so. Because it's certainly not very close to anything that's going to eat the grass, I don't think. Woohoo, halfway. Yeah, much better vehicle than the Big M, whatever it was that we had there, that great big green thing. I mean, it's a great mower, but you really want to be on a more open map than this one. From what I understand, this map is actually just sort of like a sub-project that is supposed to lead to a big Forex map. And this was more or less just the sort of economy and script testing and that sort of thing. But you know what? I'm not a big fan of Forex maps. There's just too much point A to point B going on to ever get C done, you know what I mean? Alright. This took a little longer than I thought, guys. Sorry about that. I didn't really plan on spending the entire episode mowing a lawn, but hey, again, it is a part of the game, is it not? And I think, as I said, this is going to be a fairly important facility for us to get up running. Enough that I may end up picking up one of those conveyors, or I guess we could just use a front loader. And like I said, strip one of the pits up at the cowshed of silage. Bring it out here. That should help the cause immensely. Because obviously this isn't going to get the digesters running. This is just going to give us enough to, well, I'm sure even one trailer would give us enough to throw the cover on and get a little bit going. But I think I'm going to do this entire field. And no, I won't do it on camera, guys. I will not. So one more day on American Truck Simulator, and we should be in Vancouver. And that'll more or less be that trip done. Now, I know that the Arizona DLC is currently in beta. Like, you can elect to take the beta branch. You guys know all about that, of course, if you're Steam users. But, yeah, I kind of like the Mexus Can coast-to-coast mod combo. I think it adds a little more than just Arizona's going to. The only thing is, of course, it's also, there's a big patch that goes with it, 1.3. And, I believe it's 1.3, I might be wrong about that. But yeah, there is definitely a patch that goes along with the DLC release. And it's, of course, those actual game patches that tend to break the mods. So, we'll see. We'll see. But thanks, everybody, for the support on it. It certainly doesn't do as well as the farm sim, if you can say my farm sim videos do well. But it does garner a few views, and that's always nice. It means at least some people are feeling a bit on the entertained side, which is great. And no, even though I'm a sponsored channel, believe me, I don't do this for the money. If I did, I'd be surviving on rocks and sticks. Yeah, I said it would take me what I earn in a year on YouTube to likely just pay for the microphone that I just replaced. So, you know, never mind the fact my poor old gaming mouse is dying on me, and the one they sent me to replace it was a buggo. So, yeah, boy, I'm disappointed. I even went onto their site and tweeted how disappointed I was, but it doesn't look like anyone's been on there recently. Oh, well. Can you do? This, kind of annoying. This thing has this sort of, hey, you're almost full beep, but it starts at like 30,000, and then you gotta fill 2,000 liters before it stops. There we go. And uppy. Alright. Let's get across this field and get this flipped off. I mean, how can you tell this is what this was designed for? It's like, out the gate from the grass field, in the gate to the BGA. And I think we're gonna, whee! Oh, okay. Don't really have a back view for this, so we're gonna have to go with this. There we go. let's go. This is such a nice vehicle for this job, I tell you. Wheel forward. And let's see how we're actually doing. 3%. Ooh, this holds a lot. Alright, so I'm going to probably have to throw that entire grass field in here just to be able to cover it. Wowzer, bowser. I say I'm at, well, by now probably 25 and 30% on my other silos, fermenting wise. Alrighty. Well, I think, guys, since, as I said, this is going to have to be the project, and it looks like it's going to take that entire field, I'm going to go out and mow the entire field. So I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, please leave a like. That always helps. All your comments I do try and answer. You know, to the best of my abilities, anyway. And, of course, those are fairly limited. So, till next time, this has been Species 7 for Farm Sim 15 here on the American Outback. So far, we have not been plagued by dingoes or hordes of rabbits, but hey, it could come. Till next time, take care of each other, folks. Ciao for now. Alright, Mr. Mower, let's do this. Do 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 do.